Hey, this is me building and strategizing my currently 400k per year profit solo consulting business right in front of your eyes. And the way that these videos work is that they follow the exact same structure. I'll start with some questions from you. This means that you can ask your question down below and I'll answer it in tomorrow's video. Then I'll run you through my business stats, so basically the cost, revenue, and cash collected from yesterday. Then I'll talk to you a little bit about what I did and what I'm planning to do today. And then some live strategy, which is basically just me brainstorming out loud on how I'm gonna fix my bottlenecks so that I can get to $1 million a year in personal profit while following these very specific rules that I've made for myself. I can only take calls 3 days a week, so that the remaining 2 days I can spend that on very long-term tasks such as my personal brand, my program, and other projects. And I want to run my business at an 85% profit margin rate. Maybe 80, it depends on if I want to push the speed a little bit, but it's that benchmark that I'm following. So let's jump right into my daily updates YouTube channel, press community, so I can see the questions that I've gotten since yesterday. So we'll start out here with the first question. It's from QP. Appreciate the insights on your strategy. Of course, bro. Are you ever concerned about getting caught up by your own ambition? I really admire how you make time for family and vacation, but having lofty goals and an extreme work ethic like you can often lead to an intense burnout and feelings of failure and inequality. How to make sure you stay balanced in your life and appreciate your achievements in order to avoid this. This is an extremely good question. I've definitely become better at it. I think in my previous business, so those that don't know, I ran a how to start your own marketing agency coaching business offer where we were doing around 200k a month at its peak with 14 full-time employees. And in the period of building that business, it was definitely just whenever we hit a goal, it was just on to the next. No reflection, no celebration, no like gratefulness for achieving that goal and enjoying it. It was just like really pushing extremely hard because we had a lot of team members and people to take care of, and I think that burden made me also want to push a lot harder, especially for those people. But yeah, bro, I think I am really grateful, and I'm grateful every day. I don't think that I'll have a burnout. Everyone says that, and then they get a burnout because I've already had one burnout. So last summer I was so dizzy that I couldn't walk for 3 days after having a pretty intense period of work and also moving to Dubai. So that's almost 2 years ago now. So I know my body, I know the signs that it gives me whenever I'm starting to feel a little bit too overwhelmed or too stressed. So I kind of catch it before it becomes too bad. I'm pretty good at listening to myself. So if I feel like I need half a day off or even a full day off, then I'll just do it. I'm pretty transparent also with the clients that I work with. That, for example, during the weekends, I don't answer. You can't expect a reply. I typically reply, but it's mainly out of joy and because I want to check in and I don't want to be behind on Monday. For example, Saturday today, I also got through most of my Slack messages. So I'm pretty good at this feeling the temperature of myself, kind of in terms of like, burning out or whatever it could be. And also because I try my very best to frame my work as something that isn't hard. Like I get to write and create and talk to amazing people. I get to like live a life where I'm creative and where I can just bring value into this world by helping other business owners achieve the same things that I've achieved, right? Which has increased the life quality of not just me but also the people around me. So I try to frame my work and the things that I do as something that isn't hard, right? If I told myself every day, oh, it's so hard to create daily update videos, it's so hard to answer clients, it's so hard that I have these calls, then it would be extremely hard. But I don't really find it hard anymore, which is good. And I also have a big focus on balance. I get my gym done. I see my friends. I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend and family and friends. So yeah, bro, a bit of a longer answer, and I don't think that I answer it fully, but hopefully it gave you a broader picture of like my reflections when it comes to burning out, balancing my relationship with my work, and how I go about it. So I appreciate the question, bro. You have some really good questions, man. I gotta say. Hey, what's good, bro? Keep going, man. I'm watching the daily updates right now. Nice, bro. I promise you this is going to help many people. I very much think so too. Thank you, bro. Thanks. There we go. I appreciate the trust, bro. It will definitely be a cool project for the both of us. That was the questions for today. Not a lot, which is all good. So now, next step is basically just to run it up with some business stats. It is basically this Excel sheet right here that I fill out every single day ever since starting this little series here. So I'm making sure you can actually see the numbers. So we basically just copy here. I will remember the number here for my daily updates channel, which is 196, and then I'll head over to my main channel to get the data from it. 3612. Sorry, 360. What am I yapping about? 6312. My IG. There we go. And my daily updates channel is now at 196. So in this strategy session today, I want to talk about the daily updates channel because it's now been exactly 30 days, I would say. Let's check it out. Yeah,
I make $40,000 a month in personal profits from running my
daily updates. Yeah, we have 30 videos exactly, so I'll run you through what I've gotten from actually posting daily on this channel. All right. Business stats yesterday, as you can see, we got a split pay for my one-on-one mentorship offer, which was very cool. So it was 9.5k in rev and then 2.4k in cash. And I'll show you, I spent some money on WeTransfer, I believe, yesterday. Yeah, and Calendly. So it's like 25 bucks in total, which is, let's get this in dollars actually. There we go. So yesterday I made a sale. I hate that word. I had a very cool guy actually sign up for my mentorship. It's a guy that have been following this channel since it started. So that is why I want to brainstorm to you about the first monthly recap of having a daily updates channel, the power of it, what I've learned, why it works, etc. So I just want to have a session there. But yeah, this is an amazing client. Literally, if I had to close my eyes and picture a client, this guy would be it. Good resume, wanting to create content, has large ambitions and goals, and I enjoyed talking to him a lot. We had good banter. It was basically just me chilling with him for like 15 minutes on a call and laughing and connecting, and then yeah, now we work together, which I'm very proud of that he decided to go with me. It always means a lot when people trust me with their money. I will never take that for granted. I really won't, because I know how hard it is to make money, you know, and how much effort it takes. So the fact that people give me their money because they believe in me, man, there's no greater feeling than that. So to-do list today, it's a bit earlier than usual, which was also the reason to why the numbers in growth wasn't that big, because it's only 1 p.m. This morning I just built my program, which is the main thing that I'm doing these days. Is just 3 to 4 hours per day of just writing guides and yeah, putting things together nicely with my graphic designer, and then just like, yeah, building that out, which is cool. So woke up early this morning and got it done, because here in 1 hour we have a thing that we have to attend as a family. In Denmark it's called a silver wedding. It's definitely not what it's called internationally, but it's my mom and stepdad's friends that have been together for 25 years, and then we're all invited, so I'm looking forward to that. With some, oh, it's lagging. Are we back? Hello. I think we're back. Okay, nice. My OBS just crashed out. All right, let's run some strategy here, because I wanted to run you through the daily updates channel and basically what I've learned so far. So we posted 30 videos, right? If we go to business stats, you can kind of see, if I zoom out a little bit and I make it over here, and you can see, right? So ever since starting the series, so I'll not calculate these numbers, because those were the first 6 days of May. So I'll give you the last 30 days. So in the last 30 days, I've done 41k cash, and I've done 70k in rev. So it seems like my cash and rev is growing, which is dope. But that's not the main point. The main point is basically the daily updates, right? So I'll give you the daily update. There we go. So 30 videos, right? If I go to my channel here, you can see that every video is around 18, 14, 26. It's like 20 minutes each, right? So it's 30 videos and 20 minutes, and I only take like 5 minutes to create thumbnails because I've created this, which is just like thumbnail templates, which takes me like 5 minutes in post-production to just like come up with a title that fits the topics that I spoke about, and then I upload it, which means that in total, right, we've spent 600 minutes on recording, which is basically 10 hours, right? In those 10 hours of me input, right, so this is basically input, we've gotten, let's see analytics here. I'm pretty interested in learning these numbers actually. So last 28 days, let's see, since beginning, 175 hours watch time, right? So it's 175, we've gotten, yeah, basically 196 subs, right? There we go. And we've gotten 3.7k views. I really need my iPad, don't I? I do. And yeah, so it's hard for me to measure the direct output when it comes to cash and rev. But the guy who signed up with my mentorship yesterday, he came from the daily updates. He's watched every single one of them. So I'm contributing that to this channel, right? So if we calculate this, it's basically, I'll give you my thoughts here. So this is a lot of numbers. This was boring to see me draw, but basically every time that I spend 1 hour, right? Oh my goodness. 1 hour, I basically output 17.5 hours of watch time, right? This means that I spend an hour creating something which is being consumed by people, which adds up to 17.5 hours, which means that I could have spent 1 hour on a sales call with someone, or I could have spent 1 hour, so 3 daily updates, and then I would have reached people who would then have totally spent 17 hours with me, right? And this is growing. So it's basically just exponentially, basically just growing from me spending time to like suddenly, bam, you know, we basically hit escape velocity at some point. I don't think we have it yet, but this is definitely good numbers, right? So from 10 hours of work, directly measured recording, uploading work, I've made 9.5k in revenue, right? Which means that my hourly rate is $950 from this channel, right? That's a cool, very, very good stat. Every time that I make an hour of content, I basically gain almost 20 subs, right? So if I can continuously put in 1 hour and then 20 people decide that that is good value, we want to follow along, I'm pretty happy about that, right? This means that I'm gaining around 6 subs for every video, which means that in a year from now, I'll have a channel with more than 2,000 subscribers that have seen me build my dream business in public right in front of their eyes for 365 days straight. If that is not proof of concept, I don't know what is, right? So this is some insanely good stats. Of course, you can do views too, but I'll just say right now this project is exceeding my expectations. And I want to talk a little about why is it working, right? So let's do why first. This is just me asking myself questions in front of you so that you can see my thought process here. So why is it working? Well, the info space is craving authenticity, right? And transparency. It's very easy to rent a car or shoot some content, flex a lifestyle. The market is tired of that. We've seen 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds make millions a year, but we don't know what they do and is it real, right? So this is working because it is it's transparent, right? People love transparency. people love to see you win, but people also love to see you struggle and then overcome those struggles, right? So it's the ups and it's the downs. Both are equally as important. Most people only show the ups. I mainly show also the downs, right? So that is definitely it. Then I think also, why is it also working? Well, I would say, how can I explain this best possible? Competence, maybe that is the word. I think it's pretty rare that, this is not to like hype myself up or anything, but I think it's rare that that you in real time can show the things that you're extremely good at. And I think me showing up completely unprepared to these videos and then answering these questions that I'm receiving on this channel shows a level of competence, right? Because if I was just memorizing a script, as you can do before a YouTube video that is planned in advance or an Instagram reel, you can just read from a teleprompter, right? Whereas here I have no script. The answers that I give and the thoughts that I have is real time, right? I have no script, I do no planning, nothing. And I think this shows a sign of competence, right? I've hosted probably 250 group calls of more than 60 minutes where I've in real time answered my students' questions. And I've hosted, since I probably started, more than 1,500 one-on-one consulting calls where I've given feedback on people's businesses. So it's definitely a skill that I've had to acquire and learn over time. And I've scaled info for the past 3 years, right? Which is basically a bachelor degree in operating and scaling digital products and packaging people knowledge and then selling it online, right? So I think there's definitely something where people can see that I'm smart and I'm good at what I do, okay? Then I think, then there's definitely the discipline, right? There is the accountability aspect of me sitting here every single day, right? It's very, very hard. That's definitely not accountability. Oh my goodness. There's definitely something to me showing up every single day that gains me a certain level of respect within the people watching. And I think my philosophy to the content that I create and the people that I want to attract is that I've learned one thing for myself, and it's that the things that I admire in other people are the traits that I would like to have myself. And some of the people that I admire the most are the people that are the most consistent and that have the most grit. They attract me by showcasing that. So one of the things that I wanted to do with this channel was also to attract people who also respect consistency and discipline and showing up every single day, right? Because I could also do lifestyle, but then I would attract people that wanted the lifestyle. I want to attract people who are just as boring as I, right? They enjoy the simple things. They want to get their work done. They enjoy their work. They want to become better. They don't have anything against working long days. Like, those are the people that I want to attract. And I attract these people with these videos. And the guy that I onboarded yesterday was the perfect example, because he's also extremely hardworking. And those are the people that I want to attract, right? So there's definitely something there. So this series work because of the transparency. People love to see you up, down. They love to follow a story, right? That's why I've tailored these videos like this. So I'm currently doing 400K a year and I want to get to 1 million a year. And you follow along in this Netflix series every single day by checking in with, hey, did Fred reach his goal yet? Are he getting closer, right? And I love that part of it. Ups and downs, people respect people. People respect, obviously, your wins, but people respect your losses 3 times more, right? Then it's something to do with competence. So me showing in real time that I'm actually good at the things that I do is pretty important. And the fact that I can solve real bottlenecks in real time for the people that ask me questions definitely helps. I think there's also some sort of reciprocity involved. The fact that I help people on a day-to-day basis, well, maybe they'll end up as my clients because they're like, oh, Fred helped me a lot for free. Now I want to sign up with him. So there's something there. I don't have a hidden agenda in these videos. I hope that you can feel it. Like, in most videos I've said that I'm pretty much capped on spots until 1st of August. But yeah. And then, yeah, the discipline and just showing up every single day. People really respect that. And it's the right people that respect it. Because it's people that respect showing up every single day is people that also want to show up every single day. And that is a match made in heaven, right? So that is it for this video. I need to leave in 15 minutes here. You can hear my mom out there. Now, I wish you an amazing weekend, and we'll just see each other tomorrow.